So, as you start your Piskel, there's just a couple things that I want to talk about. This isn't going to be a crazy in-depth example or anything like that, but this is definitely going to be a way for you to come back and refer to this if you need to know what any of this stuff is on the screen. So to start, the first thing that you need to do is you need to make an account. If you don't make an account, you won't be able to save your work, and then you'll kind of be in trouble if you leave class and come back to it later. So the main thing that I want you to notice first is this square right here. So this is your artboard, and this is where you're going to create your art. Once you kind of learn what a pixel is, you're going to recognize that you're going to make each of these things in squares, and that's what you're going to be using for your main way of drawing. So you have all these different tools right here. You can explore some of these, but the main ones that I want you to see right now are the pen tool, and you can change the size of your pen tool right here. The paint bucket tool, which is where you can fill a larger space with a certain color. Your different shape tools right here. Your rectangle selection and your lasso selection. Lasso is where you can select things in a more organic fashion. You can also select a color with an eyedropper tool, and then right here you can change the colors of what your pen tool is or your paintbrush and stuff like that. Over here on the right side, you can kind of see a preview of what you're doing. So as you add your different frames to this, you can kind of see a preview of how that's going to go. You can use some of these tools and just mess around with some of these in order to figure out the best thing that you can do. And you can also create your color palette right here, or your color scheme. That's going to be a really useful tool, especially in keeping things consistent, because you can just select the colors. These buttons are what you're going to do to like save some stuff. So before you close it out, you're going to need to save it to your gallery. And whenever you go to turn it in, you will export it as an animated GIF, and then you'll be done with it. You will notice right here the 2 frames per second. That's what you're going to use whenever you're wanting to speed up or slow down. And then if you want to add a new frame once you finish one, you can go right here. Take some time, explore this, ask me for help or ask a neighbor for help. Another important thing that you want to do, so let's say that I'm coming in here and I'm just trying to make something that's going to grow. So I would select the pen tool. I'm just going to make a super simple shape. I'm going to add my first pixel right there. So I have this set to 4 frames per second, and it's not moving because I only have 1 frame. So what's going to happen is I'm going to need to add a new frame. And when you get to this point, you're going to have 2 options. You can either click right here and click add a new frame, or what you'll probably want to do to make sure that you're keeping everything consistent and even is you can duplicate the frame. So then what I want to do after that is I'm going to then add another pixel, and now you see how that's moving right here. And then you can continue duplicating frames or creating new frames if you want to add something brand new to it. And you'll notice as I'm going, this is going to grow. And then like I said earlier, the 4 frames per second, you can speed that up, or you can like super slow it down to where it's really slow. So you will need to meet the requirements, but get really creative. You can do some super funky, fun stuff with this. I think you guys are going to enjoy this. I think y'all are going to create some super great work and just have a nice chance to do some awesome digital stuff, do something a little bit different. Just make sure that you are meeting those project requirements, and most importantly, be creative, take a risk, and have fun.